Hello everybody and welcome. I am the Beta Plan and this is the farmstead of the Sun and Shadows State within the Darkest Dungeon. And I come back to you during what's going to be a bit of a troubling time, I think, because we are about to fight this guy, and this is the only stress relief I will do, and after that we got a fight on our hands, because this is just, well, an enemy that loves to bleed, and bleed is not something we're very good against. Well, he's gonna submerge, which in a sense is okay, because of the heal is not going to be a problematic. And if he's gonna have a lot of dodge anyways, it's good that we are starting up with Revenge. But of course he's going to do Apex Predator right now. And he's going to do that on 3 people at the same time. So yeah, I saw this coming up, this fight, and I thought, this could be the end of my run. So hence I'm starting the clock again on making a video. 49 damage, that's pretty darn good, but he did so much damage to us. Thief rank. Yeah, that's gonna bleed, because you have no bleed resistance to mention, to speak of. There we go, hit it. But yeah, and the last time we, the fight that you missed, I should say, was a fight against a collector, and he went down in like 4 rounds or something. Very simple, because I was lucky enough that I got myself him stunned at the very beginning of the fight, so that allowed me to actually do everything that I wanted, in the sense that I could get myself my revenges on, do a lot of damage, and even when he did collect coal, his henchmen were almost gone in a single hit. Those protections are now a little annoying, and you're submerging, which is going to make it really difficult for me to hit you. Let's keep up the speed. And I guess I'm just going to heal a lot, apparently. Because with 55% dodge at 88 dodge, I don't believe I can hit him. Wow. Ow. That was painful. Well, that's gonna be a targeted deal. And yeah, you see me, I've thrown away another little bit of food because, again, lurking fear. I wish you would do something else, if you don't mind. Don't know what, because everything you do is kind of nasty, but... oh, nice. 54 crit. If we can get another crit going off here, that would be amazing, Leper number 1. Which is actually Leper number 2, because this guy always goes fast, and that's because of a trinket that he has. Moving him to the front, that's okay. Because, yeah, the trinket here, +3 speed. Although I haven't seen the Miller yet, I think you can get a second Miller. Moreover, the 40% blight resistance is pretty good against quite a few enemies in this place. And speed buff is still okay, so I'm okay to trinket. Oh, really just off of doing that lethal bit of damage. That could be... yeah, you're probably going to get yourself another death check. Which is, you already have one. It's not like I can prevent that, but... it's not a worthy mention... bleed worthy of mentioning, but I don't want you to get a check, so... Gaboom. So, the run didn't entirely end, but... if you know what I'm saying, this is not good. Let's get you off Death's door again, which you already had. Don't get me wrong, but yeah, definitely could have gone a little bit better. That I don't care about. Alright, is there any way... one companion. If afflicted. You're not afflicted, you have virtue. Yeah, -46. There we go, that is pretty good. Boom! Give that heal out to the people that were in pain, thanks to Sanctuary. It was not to prevent the nighttime ambush, it was purely to give them that little bit of buff there. And then of course, reflection, so that they can do a little bit more damage. And 45% chance. You have 50 because of Sky Taint probably. Yeah, it's Sky Taint. I'm surprised that you actually still have 45. Oh, because of the Virtue. That gives you plus 25. I see, but I am going to give you then the buff. Oh wait, that's the mask down. I thought that was Blood Shroud. My apologies. We're not going to do that one. Alright. Well, this isn't the end of it. So, welcome to the start of round 12. Let's see if we can, how far we can get into this one. I mean, we already have 200. Okay, I know it's 198, but work with me. 200, 400, 600, let's say 650 in a little bit. Unfortunately, I am going to do revenge on you because you guys, I won't be able to hit even if I do not have. I won't be able to kill even with 2 blows if I start attacking you right away without having the revenge buff on. So I'll start with the revenge buff now. And yeah, you're gonna give me a ton of stress probably. And this is not glorious, so we do not have an additional 5% chance for virtue. If you want to get stressed out, do so during a glorious light. Plus 20% stress skill heals, plus 5% chance for a virtue. In short, if you don't get a virtue because you got stressed out, you still have plus 20% stress skills in order to prevent nastiness. That was nastiness as well, though. That was painful. For certain. This is going to be dangerous. I'm actually going to chop. Because your crazy amount of protections are causing me a little bit of an annoyance. But I can also not allow for the Virago to create a mushroom that we can't heal anymore, because we needs to heal. We needs to heal, yo. Credit! Yes, thank you. Then there is no body, and then we can get to work. Thank you for rendering the other marked one and not the one that was already marked. Okay, let's go. I know we need stress relief, but if I don't go fast now, I won't be able to have the position of striking the target that I want to strike at and prevent some nastiness like this. Purifying breath, that's okay. Yeah, thank you. I had the feeling they have lowered the accuracy of that because it's not hitting as much as it used to. There we go. Prevented you to have a corpse to raise. And then I think we've done well. A giant. Annoying. Cannot deny that, but there are worse things. Like missing the Virago. I mean, I really would like to get you. But I'm afraid a little bit of tree branch smackdown, I have to admit, because I do think that can be done from the back. Be careful. Thank you. That means that tree branch smackdown can't instant kill him. That is annoying though. Blight doesn't hit though. That is good. This is not a video in which I can do you 2 bosses for you, because this fight is not going fast enough, and that is just not hitting as hard as I would like it to. That is a good heal though. That is a very good heal. And get rid of the Virago. Very good. Okay. Let's get going. Tree branch smackdown is a dodge. Nice. And the marked still trying to do me zounds of damage. I think it is time that we start stress healing. The giant is pretty easy to hit, as are you. The Virago has a lot of dodge, so against her I really like that accuracy buff. That is twice that we got a critical heal. That is pretty good as well. It's not a critical roll, but it is a critical heal. Not sure if you can guys get the joke, but if you do, hi fellow critter. Confusion spores, annoying as always. Yeah, this is about the worst. This is the worst outcome. No, the Vestal could be in first position, but she's going to become in first position because I'm going to do this. Oh, getting ready to kill a giant. No. No. Oh, that is so bad. Yeah, that was just horrible. No! Don't! Oh no! Oh no! Really? I guess I could have gone worse, but come on! No, because he's too fast and he's blocking the other leper from going as well because he has to go forward because the leper can't go backward. Here, see, there is no way to go backward, so you always have to go forward with a leper. So I had the jester to go first, otherwise it was pointless, and then this happened. Well, that just sucks. And they've also done 3 crits in a row. Look at the amount of stress they've given to me, these giants, in just a short amount of time. I think we need to start doing recovery mode. This is not going to be attack mode. This is just recovery now. How many kills do we already have? 477. Ow. Ow. Owie. Wish it weren't a stress dealer. 66 damage. And we've gotten too stressed out. Have to fix that. Stumbling Scratch is amazingly good for us, actually. It's a little annoying, but I mean, he hasn't gotten yet a Virtue, and he already has gotten one time an Affliction, so maybe this time he'll get a Virtue. Doesn't work that way, but no, stop confusing Sporos. Stop doing the exact that he goes. You know what? I'm actually going to do this. So that when you go, you don't push this leper out of the way. It's the weirdest thing I have to do in order to have an attack this round. And there you go. You're at 100. What's it going to be? It's focused. Woo! Well, people, now we have 3 people with virtues. That is just amazing. Thank you very much. Yeah, let's get rid of that because we're starting to get a little too crazy. What does focus do again? Focus, virtue, and so extra 10%, 50% other skill. Oh, that's the buff. That's not plus 10% for the virtue. So for this virtue, focus gives accuracy and crit chance. Virtue is also giving all these a buff, so that's amazing. Yeah, accuracy and crit chance. Don't know if that crit was because of that virtue, but thank you nonetheless. I will thank it. Yeah, if you just did a poison spores a little more, buddy, I would appreciate that. Way more. There you go. Oh, no. Stand your ground. Thank you. Thank you for standing your ground. Kill the giant. I've had enough. She needs to be at the front, so that at least we can kill her when the new round everybody pops up. Ooh, 3 people with a virtue. Yeah, that's the way to get a long run in here in this endless mode. So that's why you've gotten already 2 videos for this week in endless mode, and who knows, it might become a 3rd one in the end. Ow, ow. Though I have to say, sometimes when they hit him with a stress attack, it's 42 stress in one freaking attack. It's just crazy. Nice double crit. Could always enjoy a double crit. Always enjoy a double crit. I know the guy in the front is a little bit more hurt, but everybody had a little bit of pain, so I think this overall heals more. Mark Prey. Okay, now we do really have to start focus healing him, as they're gonna do random marked. That was actually a very mild random marked. That is you gone. There we go. We are starting to recover from the stress situation. Oh, you also give buffs. But you give single buffs. The other two give focus, group focus buffs, so... Yeah, okay, we have a little bit of blight on the Jester. That's fine. Really, it is. It's just like no problem. That is a bad grouping for them, because these two will only do a harmless swipe this way. There you go. Additional blight skill chance and plus 10% stress. That's just bad. And then they have blight skill chance on their side and extra dodge. So this type of light is just overall bad haunting. Which, well, the name kind of gives that away, doesn't it? Haunting. I kind of wanted to do a group attack. I guess did I click on chop? Thought I clicked on you. Oh, there it is anyways. There you go. So render marked. That's unfortunate in the order, because you can only do harmless swipe. And then you push the other guy into harmless swipe territory, but yeah. No luck in getting those two next to one another. And here you can see I'm not buffing the group. These guys don't have enough dodge for me to care. They just have protection. So the Jester, yeah, we will do additional crits, which would also do stress relief, but it isn't worth enough in order to really start using his buff for. I think we might have reached the end point of this area, so I'm going to go and take a little bit of a heal here. Nice. That's a harmless swipe again. Yep, and we have reached the end.
A fragment, a glistening shard of memory.
Empty. I have encountered that before, but it is a little annoying. Well, this is our stress relief moment. This is where we recover. I have managed, in between now and the previous video, I managed to actually get the entire group with 0 stress and full health in between. And if you reach that, you know you're doing well. Look, an entire group buff. I like that so much that they're now buffing each other up like crazy. Ow. That's unfortunate. Doesn't do as much stress as I expected though. Now this is a moment where look at that. Because these guys don't have a high enough HP, it's not important enough to immediately start working them with the big strike. You can definitely do that if you have a moment in between, but right now it's not needed. And even if I don't crit these two, that's pretty good, because that just works them ahead of time, so to speak. And that's all the stress relief he will need, because he will now start critting, I hope. And then kill everything. Ceaseless labor. I mean, unfortunately they are now quick enough that we can't prevent their turn happening, which is also amazing. Point of the buff of the leper, but there you go. Yeah. And now we start doing this, because now we have a moment where there's no enemy, and I do not lose a turn, so to speak, because now immediately I can use this additional damage buff against these enemies and feel good about it. And Jester could use some stress relief on himself. Rearing strike. Please don't move to the back. Thank you. Oh, sorry, it's a stun. Still, thank you that you resisted that, which is also good. I love it that I have 3 virtues and everybody's buffing everybody. They're so good buddies with one another, this team. And here, no Jester buffs needed. This was just a recovery phase. And already our stress is going really, really low. That is a stress attack though, so yep. But, hey! Let's hit the horsey. No. His resistance is 90%, there is a chance for it, but I don't think it's worth it right now. Yeah, they keep coming, that's why it's called Endless Mode, Mrs. Vestal. I really should name these 4, because I've used them already several times in dungeons, and they're like a team that I rely on. They have, I doubt them worthy of having a name. We're not an issue with hit points, so let's do that. Let's recover you just a little bit more. No trespassers. Ow! That's a lot of damage. A lot of damage. Oh, come on. Oh, yeah, stress. Yeah, so that's the good thing also about just being able to go before them. So that you can prevent their stress attacks. There's definitely great benefits to having the Jester's buff, but there are also moments where you don't need it, and that's the moment where you gotta stress relieve like crazy. And the stress relief is good. I mean, he's the only one with an issue, and we've only left up the big guy now, and I'm not certain even if he will do much longer, because I think we may have reached the end again. Please don't. Yeah, less damage at least. And she resisted the bleed, so that's good. Yep, and indeed it's the end of the area again, of this little in-between area. Ooh, greed is good.
If only for a fleeting moment.
It is good. It's more crystals. Haunting again. Well, we went from haunting into haunting. Not what I would like to see.
You tread beyond the reach of reality.
This is also a good example of where you would immediately like to do damage, because you kind of want this guy to come into second position where you can only do bayonet. So I'm going to now use the speed buff and hopefully go before they go in order to prevent some of their movements, so to speak. And this is a ruins, and ruins don't tend to be really bad in stress. Not as bad as some of the other areas. I mean, of course you have a ghoul, for instance, and the guy with his tempting goblet, but it's not as bad. So yeah, I'm okay with it. Dead weight. Oh, well, that's fine. Certainly, if you resist the stun, yippee-ki-yo-ki-yay, mother beeps. Oh wow, now that is a little annoying, I have to admit. But considering you're wounded, yeah, that can work. Was a little bit of a risk, but it worked out. And then we can definitely start ewing the heck out of you. Was also perhaps a good time to do revenge, because he would always do bayonet jab. So in that sense, I could have done that. And that guy is a little bit more annoying, in which you kind of wouldn't like to have revenge. So perhaps I did wrong there. But now I need to start hacking in so that I can quickly start killing these guys. And I'm not allowed to have a corpse up, because otherwise he will raise it anyways. And I just realized I did something really dumb. Because I can't hit these guys, because they're immune. As they're stealth. So I'm going to have to heal myself and get rid of some stress. Ow. Ow. I think that's a Jester in... Yeah, that's the Jester in Death's Door mode. Ow. Get the Jester out of Death's Door. Still can't hit them. Let's take revenge. Hopefully they will start trying to hit these guys. And he buffs the Jester, which is fine. You had a little bit of stress, so I'm just going to do this. Ow. Poor Jester. Good. Hitting somebody else. Thank you, because 18 damage is a lot. That's also really good, because you're just buffing his damage to out of the wazoo. But, oh, come on. Come on. And they do another damage dealer. I don't think I've ever seen these guys in the 4th row. I'm not sure if they can do much there. Heal the Jester again. Jester, you can start taking some stress relief. Seeing you have almost died twice. I really should have given him revenge in the last turn, not give him some stress relief. There we go. At least now that guy can't, the guy in the front can't start annoyingly resurrect people. And now he's in the second position again, so he can go for the Jester, as he does, of course. And he crits again. Right, righto. This is getting a wee bit ridiculous. It's good that these things don't stack. Because, holy heck. That if you would have done that, then you would reach the end of endless mode way quicker. But here it is. Here's a double kill. There is some relief. I hope. Nope, they bring him right back, and they bring a stress dealer with them. But we can also just immediately, like, you know, I don't know, kill all of them. Yeah, do it. And we're going to single attack this guy. Knife in the dark, nice. No stress attack, because you're in the first position. Perhaps then I should kill this guy, because he actually can do a bit of damage. Yeah, let's kill him. One go. Who needs revenge buff? Mwahaha. Take that, you suckers. Knife in the dark still. Yeah. Time for speed buff again. Going into the next fight would be good. 72 damage. Oh, casual 72. I feel like one of those giants. With a 3-branch smackdown. I remember once they almost... Not almost, they more or less insta-killed my... what is she called again? Hellion. Holy heck, that hurt. Blazing this time, alright. Extra damage versus marked, we don't need that. Speed buff we can negate if we only speed buff ourselves. And I think we're good enough territory that we can indeed focus on speed buffing. Then we'll speed buff them way out of there. And these guys are pretty low in health points, so I'm first going to strike them before I'm going to start those revenge buffs. Boom! There is exactly what I was hoping for. In that case, let's try and stun you. Not a high chance, but... Hey, it succeeded, so... Good on me. There's a revenge buff. There is already the first one. And I'm going to use it on you, because I think you might go before them if we play our cards right. Then let's try and stun you. Witchfield. Alright, alright. Have it your way. Fine, 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 whatever. You know, whatever you want. Kill! Yep, now we have the nice revenge buffs up. Ooh, of course, yeah, he can do that. But that's always just minor stress. It's never like a big deal what he does. This is definitely one of the less problematic enemies of the Warrens. I wanted to say the wheel for a moment, but my mind was already like, dude, that's not correct. That's not the wield. There we go. I do love the music. Hear that in the background. I'm gonna be quiet for a moment. Especially that part makes it really feel like the danger's here. But I also have they sometimes switch up the music. And there's also a music that sounds almost like an 8-bit futuristic track, I would say, which is a pretty cool one. If you're in that sort of thing. I mean, perhaps even that is this one. Now that I'm hearing that little in between piece again. But this doesn't make me. Oh, I don't know. Perhaps there's like slightly similar tracks. Ooh, just not enough damage on you. Would have hoped that, but not as lucky. And blight attacks, I'm not as worried about, because blight resistance we have. It's bleed really that is annoying, which is why I hate the Cove so much. Because of the Ukan Reaver, if I pronounce his name correctly, with his arterial pinch. Ugh, you're nasty. Alright, you know what, perhaps if the next area goes fast enough, we can reach the boss still in this video. The next boss. I mean, I know some of you, definitely the people that watch these videos, do like a little bit longer videos, so perhaps I should cater to that, right? There you go. Kick your ass. Ow. I already say ow before he even hits us. I mean, the last time that I fought him in the last video, he didn't do that well. But we get so many buffs. Look at the buffs. We do plus 70% damage right now. We have plus 41% chance to crit. We have a plus 65% accuracy buff. That is why this team is so good. Just the stacking of the buffs is just amazing. And despite the fact that these guys have plus 3 speed, I am faster than all of them. This time I'm gonna do you damage. Hopefully I can kill you before you go with my last leper attack. Yep, 2 of them down. Still can get diseases, which I really hope you don't. And you crit me. 24 stress. And then here you come. Yeah, you can try, buddy, but I've almost died already 3 times with Adjuster this episode, so normally I fear you a lot, but somehow not as stressed about you as I am normally. In fact, I think you're pretty dead already. I mean, you have quite a bit of dodge and quite a bit of protections, but yeah, we have lepers. Very, very buffed lepers. End of this territory. Let's go. Let's go. More greed. Oh yeah, the end is coming. Okay, so I said already, blight is not our biggest problem, so we're going to do it like this. But we're definitely starting to reach the end of this this run. I mean, 500. We have reached over 500 enemies slain. I mean, you could go endless, just trying to get as much kills. But if you're going for as much kills, I shouldn't be taking this charge with me. If you're going for as many kills as possible, charge shouldn't be in point. You should keep all your food, all your things, even if they rarely come into to play. But if you can get rid of a nasty debuff or now blight, which I can't do anymore, then it's all good. But right now, I'm feeling the blight resistance that we have 165 on this guy and 105 on this one only, due to, for instance, Skytane. But yeah. There we go. Kill you dead. It's only a horsey left. Nice. You know what? Let the Jester get a kill. Ha 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 ha, indeed. Just for the hell of it. And get your revenge buff up, buddy. Come on. I mean, I love your buff. I know, but we are on a time schedule. Although, of course, here in the farmstead, time is meaningless. Ooh. Bat it. It's actually kind of good that he critted because the Jester had the most stress of them all. Boom! Goodbye! And that is really good because now there's a chance that this guy will... Kapow! These 2 guys, only 1 left. That means that the next point, our fast leper can definitely do his revenge buff. Enjoy! And at first, when the first time I ran this team, as you may remember, I always immediately started with that revenge buff. But I've come to realize, at least that's now my experience, sometimes it's not good to do in the beginning. As in this way you saw, now I have like 3 revenge buffs. As in, I didn't get hit at the moment I took them. and therefore didn't suffer the penalty immediately. And I now have all the speed that I need in order to attack. And I'm waving my hands to the screen like you can't see it, but you can't, but I'm doing it. But yeah, he was slower than this guy. That's rare. But yeah, with all the buffs now also given, thanks to all the virtues, this round could continue for a very long time. If you could stun him, that would be amazing. I'm surprised that Jester still has stress, because we've been critting so much. By now you would think that the Jester wouldn't have an issue with it anymore. There you go, just take another one. And blop. There we go. Actually, we should really start thinking about the end boss and keeping our buffs. So the Jester really should start using speed buffs. Plus 40% stress skills, because he critted. It's all cool and well, but it's not really anything useful. The amount of buffs we're getting is just nuts. Oh no, I got hit for 6 damage. Oh no, however will I do? However will I do? Whatever will I do? Peter Plan, you're starting to ramble. I mean, that's part why you're here. It's like a video game with commentary, so in a sense, that's what you're here for, right? I should ramble, but there's a finite point, I tell you, when rambling becomes, when it's fun to listen to, and when rambling becomes like, dude, you're not making any frickin' sense. Stop it. You're making a fool of yourself. There we go. 72 crit. Casual crit. Yeah, there's going to be one more boss in this thing. Let's hope I don't F it up.
Resupply and recover, but be quick.
Oh no, that's not worth it at all. What is the boss gonna be? Oh, not haunting again. He likes haunting at this moment. Oh, you! Alright.
Time has no dominion here.
Yes, I already said time is pointless, which is why we're continuing.
Shouts his orders, and the crew obeys.
Yeah, you know what? Your protections are currently up. And if we go fast enough, we shouldn't get too much stress from being captured by you. Because we should be able to kill you very quickly afterwards. So, let's get the revenge buffs up now this time. Which does mean we will gain stress because you will take me. There's also, you are pretty darn quick from the starting blocks. Just look at this. The amount of buffs going on. There you go. Get stunned. By the way, what's your stun resistance? Could have stunned you. Perhaps it was smarter. Evo. Oh! He just says, just no. I didn't even know that was possible. Oh no. The Jester doesn't have a lot of damage now. Folks. The Jester doesn't have enough damage. Oh no. What shall I do? I'm sorry, I pressed the mic into my face, so that might have been a little spiky on the mic. Crit. Crit. Didn't stun you, but if I go fast enough, yep. And you didn't do a darn thing, and your ball is already damaged. The Sunken Crew. You're gonna do a bleed attack on me, but you miss. Drink with the dead. And I do believe that these guys are all the toughest difficulty level boss at this moment. The Drowned Crew. Is that true? Is the Drowned Crew the toughest version? I thought so because of how many times we've looped now, but perhaps I'm just making that up. I think we're gonna have to do a single point attack on this guy. Let's try and stun you then again. Yeah, because that's a good chance to kill him. There you go. Bye-bye. Mutiny. With a debuff that's strong, but really doesn't matter on the Vestal. Perhaps I should start attacking the guy directly. Because 2 crits on the of the lepers and he is dead. Yeah, 72 damage, that's what I meant. Like, he doesn't have enough health to be problematic. Boom!
They are cursed to float forever, deep in the swirling blackness, far beyond the light's reach.
And without the ability to even dare and stop me.
Existence folds in on itself.
And with that, I say I thank you for watching, and remember, great peril yields great beauty. Currently in the ways of 533 kills here in Endless Mode.